If you're living in California right now and wondering whether moving to Cedar City, Utah actually makes financial sense, this video is going to break it down clearly. Not hype, not opinions, just real comparisons. Housing, taxes, lifestyle, weather, community. And by the end of this video, you'll know whether this move would genuinely improve your situation or simply change your zip code. I talk with Californians every single week who are burned out by high home prices, burned out by taxes, burned out by traffic, burned out by feeling like they're working just to stay in place. And most of the time, the question isn't, should we move? It's, where can we move that actually makes sense? But here's the thing, Cedar City isn't California. And that's either exactly what you want, or it's not. So let's compare it honestly. Let's start with housing. In many California markets, especially coastal and metro areas, median home prices range from $700,000 to well over $1.2 million. And that's often for homes under 200 square feet on smaller lots with tight spacing between neighbors. Now let's compare that to Cedar City. In Cedar City, median home prices typically sit dramatically lower. In many cases, for the price of a modest home in California, you could be looking at 2,500 to 3,000 square feet, a 3-car garage, a backyard, open space, and often mountain views. Let me give you a real example. I recently helped a family from California who owned a modest, older home on a smaller lot. It was a good home, but it didn't have much yard space, and it didn't offer the kind of breathing room they were looking for long term. When they sold that home and relocated to Cedar City, they were able to purchase a similar sized home with a great backyard, open space behind them, and mountain views. And here's the part that surprised them the most. After selling in California, buying here, covering closing costs, and getting settled, they still walked away with hundreds of thousands of dollars left over. Not just a little savings, significant equity still in their pocket. That changed how they thought about retirement, debt, and long-term security. Now let me ask you something. Picture yourself 1 year from now, your mortgage is lower, you're not fighting California traffic every morning, you walk into your backyard and actually have space. You can see open sky, maybe mountains in the distance. Your monthly overhead feels lighter. Does that feel like relief? Or does that feel too quiet? That question alone usually tells people everything they need to know. I worked with a couple who were both working remotely. They weren't desperate to leave. They just started asking a simple question. If we can work from anywhere, why are we paying this much? They sold their home, relocated to Cedar City, and instead of stretching to keep up with rising costs, they reduced their monthly expenses significantly. But what stood out wasn't just the numbers, it was the stress level. They told me they didn't realize how much stress they were carrying until it wasn't there anymore. That kind of shift doesn't show up on a spreadsheet, but you feel it. If you're seriously considering relocating from California, I've helped multiple people just like you make this exact move. Every situation is different. Some people are selling at peak equity, some are timing retirement. Some are remote workers trying to reduce costs without sacrificing lifestyle. So if you want a personalized breakdown comparing your current California home value to what you could realistically buy in Cedar City, reach out to me directly. All of my contact information is in the description below, including my phone number, my email, and links to schedule a relocation consultation. You can reach out in whatever way feels easiest for you. I'm happy to walk through your numbers, your timing, and your goals so you can move forward with clarity and confidence, even if you're 6 to 12 months out. Planning early gives you leverage. Now let's keep going. Let's talk taxes. California has one of the highest progressive income tax structures in the country. Utah operates at a flat income tax rate. Sales tax exists in both states, but many people feel the difference in overall tax burden. Income tax, property tax, business regulations, fees. Utah is generally considered more business friendly, but this matters differently depending on how you earn your income. If you're a W-2 employee, a business owner, retired, or working remotely, your income may vary. Taxes aren't just about rates, they're about structure. Now let's shift to lifestyle, because this is where the real decision usually gets made. Cedar City offers less traffic, less congestion, more space, a slower pace, and a stronger small town community feel. Imagine leaving your house at 8:30 in the morning and arriving somewhere in 10 minutes. No freeway, gridlock, no hour-long commute, but you're trading stimulation for calm. You won't have major league sports, you won't have massive nightlife, you won't have ocean access. Now here's where most Californians hesitate. They worry about missing family. They worry about fewer big city amenities. They worry about winter. They worry about whether a smaller city would feel isolating. And those are valid concerns. I've seen people move here and thrive. And I've seen people move here and realize they underestimated how different it feels. That's why this decision isn't just about cost. It's about alignment. Some people move here and feel immediate relief. Others move here and quietly admit they miss the noise. Neither is wrong, but pretending there isn't a difference, that's where the mistakes happen. Let's talk climate. Southern Utah has 4 distinct seasons: hot summers and cold winters. We have clear skies, low humidity. If you like hiking, mountain biking like I do, and being close to national parks, Cedar City is extremely well positioned. And if you love mild coastal weather year-round, winter here may surprise you. Let's talk community and culture. Cedar City has a strong local identity. It's home to Southern Utah University. There's a respected arts and festival culture. Cedar City is home to a number of different community events and festivals throughout the year. Most notably, it hosts the Utah Shakespearean Festival, which draws visitors from across the country and even internationally. That kind of culture presence adds something unexpected to a smaller city like this. It brings energy, it brings diversity, and creates a unique blend of small town living with a surprisingly strong arts influence. So who does this move typically work best for? Homeowners with significant equity, remote workers, retirees, families wanting more space and lower cost, entrepreneurs seeking lower overhead. Who might struggle? Highly specialized urban career tracks, people dependent on dense metro networks, those who thrive on constant city stimulation. Here's the hard truth. If your identity is deeply tied to being in a major metro, this move probably won't make you happier, even if it makes you wealthier. But if what you really want is breathing room, lower pressure, long-term stability, this kind of move can be transformational. Because the goal isn't just to move, it's to move forward. And if Cedar City fits your goals, I'd love to help you plan that move the right way. I'm Dylan, and I'll talk to you soon.